Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hello, friends, etc. How are we? Are we all okay? Hopefully we're all okay. Let's do that Rayman 3 soundtrack on shuffle. A lot of these are like 8-second jingles, so hopefully there's not too many of those, but we'll stick it on shuffle anyway. See what we get. Nothing apparently. It just refuses. Outright refuses to go on shuffle. Okay, fair enough. No, really not a fan. Okay, we'll do something else then. Screw you. You're on time. Hello, Octo. How you doing? Hello, Oobs and Chib and Crow and Lewis. Thank you for the rock. I will get music for some reason. Rayman 3 doesn't like me. How dare? Grim Fandango is a nice, relaxing. Well, it's nice anyway. Are we all? Yeah, we're all good. How well are we all good? I don't know. Didn't really do an awful lot of preparation for this stream. Just kind of sat down and pressed stream. B. That's not one of my registered stickers. Thank you for the B. Hello. You're okay? Just sending some messages to peeps for being nice. No. I hope you're sending a message to yourself. Yes. Welcome to the stream that has no structure and no explicit goal other than draw something, probably. So that's nice. So if anyone's got any ideas of things I should draw, we want to try and get ideas for this month's Patreon stickers. We're doing stickers. The magnets were a bit of a faff. Hopefully they arrive. I sent them off today. I got proof of postage and everything. Hopefully they do arrive. At some point. That would be nice. You will never send a message to yourself. Well, you should. You ought. You must. Yes. So, I don't know what we're gonna do. In honor of Octo, let's draw an octopus. Why not? Sort of already did one. Let's do an interesting shape for an octopus. Soundtrack's a bit strange. Aliens? What? It's 11 units. Time. It's elusive, isn't it? I was thinking the other day, and by the other day I mean today. The plot of Final Fantasy VII is remarkably similar to the plot of Bloodborne. No spoilers for Bloodborne. We haven't played that on stream yet, but surprising number of similarities. Are you talking to me, Chibi? If so, no. Then again, my postal system has been a bit screwed up the past few days. 11 ticles, what? Souls, is it Bloodborne? It's not Souls. Soulsborne, not Souls though. How do you do the gap in between two tentacles? No. Looking a little bit like a lamp. There probably should be one there, shouldn't there? Feels like that's a bit more the right number. Blood's jar, same as Soul's jar. That's fair enough. Mr. Prompt, what we're doing? It's just Patreon stickers. I just thought I'd draw an octopus to start with. If anyone's got any ideas for what kind of stickers you'd want, feel free to make the suggestion. Ablems! Horse? All the XCOM. Then works sort of like... These are just doodling at the moment. Proper drawings will come. I started watching today Metal Gear Solid the movie, by which I mean somebody put together all of the cutscenes and codec conversations from the first game and put them all together into a 4-hour YouTube video. So I started watching that today to brush up my memory a bit, and within the first 2 minutes, yes, 2 minutes, I already had to pause the video to reevaluate what I thought about the story, because there's a lot of information I either forgot or just deliberately avoided. Turning out fantastic. You can get the idea. It's just a doodle. Don't worry about it. There's a weird spider. I don't like that at all. Go away. Tried to make a small grumpy one. Don't worry about it. An entire octopus sheet. I don't. That's probably not. Cuttlefish. Like cuttlefish. I'm allergic to horses. See? There you go. There and horse. The best you're gonna get out of me. Sorry, Grump Friend. Thought about Grump Friend. I didn't like it. It wasn't very good. I'll try and draw it again. Thank you for rock. Okay, so this time, let's actually try and think about how these things are going to work. I want it to be sort of from down here. I'm already confused by my own drawing. Today's not a great drawing day, it turns out. These things happen. I've been doing a lot of things other than drawing today, so... That's kind of better. Sort of ish. Oh hum, these things happen. I'm missing a lot of chat. You want some parsnip on stickies? I'm gonna dig that series back up. I really do want to start it again, I just do not have time. Oh dear. I was looking back over stuff the other day and it's just... So many things I want to do. Then when you draw your fuzzy alien, do the sketch layers, and oops, I'm already confused with all these arms. Yes. And of course you have a natural aversion to anything with 8 limbs. Reminds me of when people do the cool painting of a Pokemon over the trading card of a Pokemon. You want to do that with Parsnipmon. You're welcome to. Started again drawing done Parsnipmon we made up a few days ago. Yeah, that's cool. I like that one. What was it? The cuneiform? Whatever it was called. Was it just called cuneiform? Anyway. Outgoing Octo versus Grumpy Octo. Oh, they are. Cutiform, ah. I tested my my boss brush randomizer thing today, and that's got sort of Pokemon in it. And I kept getting Pokemon, and I'm like, I can't even work out from the name what Pokemon this is. Like, I can't disassemble this name to work out the constituent components of this design. And then I looked it up, and I was like, why is it called this? Parsnipmon boss brush. That probably will happen. I can put those in. That's fine. I would like to do a boss brush of the game that I'll never make because it's too big. That might be fun. So far we've drawn this. These are probably not going to be stickers. Also, hello, Miss. I don't think I said hello. And hello, Try. I don't think I said hello to you either. Today is not a good at paying attention to things day. Or good at constructing sentences day. Pretty sure this was a Parsnip one, wasn't it? One of my designs. With this mariachi music in the background, I think it's appropriate. Just plodding along. What with the who and what? Is there a theme for this month's stickers, or are we just doodling? I'm just doodling now until a theme emerges. If you have an idea for a theme, you can suggest it. Wouldn't feel too comfortable with Parsnipmon because that is other people's designs. So. Hello, Miss. Thank you, Try, for your words of encouragement. I think I designed the evolution of this first. So designing this guy was fun. I made a lot of drafts. Make a form giving overall rights to me and make everyone else sign it under duress. Look, it's shush. I had never considered how it walks either, so I don't really know what's going on here. I don't even think that's the way the feet go. I think it's a little more like that. Anyway, how are we all doing? Are we all good? Are we having a good start to the week? Hopefully. Theme is Dead of Winter. Okay, here's a pile of snow. And here's a skull. Wearing a woolly hat. Because it's cold out, you've got to protect your bones. Theme is you're a good artist and friend, Chris. I can't make stickers of that. I listen to people denying the existence of free will today, so you know. I mean, functionally we have free will. Does that not matter? Ultimately, does it matter if this is all predetermined? If it feels like free will? Like, this is one of those weird things. It's like, sorry, I'm looking at the microphone when I'm saying this. Like, why define free will to be something which would be impossible in this universe? What's the point of that word? What's the point of the phrase if it's something that can't possibly exist? Like, surely this is just a question of definition. It's like asking, do we exist? If the answer's no, then redefine the word exist. It's just a word, we made it up. Free will, you mean the whale? I like that. Once, you know, Free Willy grew up and, you know, no longer called Willy, he's just called Will. He's a businessman now. Gotta be taken seriously. It's free will, I'm afraid. I know it's been a while since we last met, but yeah, I don't go by Willy anymore.
Mythological theme.
What? Oh, mythological, not my. Need to get a new voice. I thought it was chibi. I thought it was something about my theological theme or something. Microsoft Hazel, you really don't know how to pronounce words, do you? As I said to try, I spent like 2 hours installing and testing voice-to-speech things. Different voice-to-speech packages and voice-to-speech, text-to-speech packages, and none of them worked. Not on one.
Mythological, your theological, our theological.
Thank you for that little grammar lesson there.
Centaur, Pegasus, Hippogriff, Unicorn.
Yeah, it's pretty close with those.
Myth.
You get myth, just not mythological.
Just me thought. Mythological.
That works. You have to properly space these things, apparently. I don't know what whales look like. I'll ask Lewis. Lewis? Hippogriff. Okay, well, Centaur.
I can't read words goodly.
That's pretty accurate. I always wonder where about the boundary, like, what's going on here, in this area? No, I've already... It's gonna do a joke, I've already done that joke. Never mind, I did it in the Forest of Doom things, centaur, left or right or etc. At least it's not wrong horse. That was a punchline for a comic I was gonna make and I can't do it now. It's annoying. What was it? What were the other ones? Hippogriff. What's a hippogriff? Yeah, I imagine it's a cross between a griffin and a hippo. I do draw a hippo. A hippo in it? By the way, I do understand that it's something to do with horses. Hippo being... Don't even know what a griffin is. It's got wings, isn't it? Well, that's just a bird. Got a few too many legs, but it's a bird. This is much more exciting.
Chris, I am concerned for you and what you think birds are.
Birds have the wings. And they flutter around, and that's about it, really. I don't really know. I'm sure there's a more specific biological definition. There's a little tail. A little wispy thing on the end. It spins around and sprays its waste products around. Also, there's a Shrek ears. How do you draw a hippo ears?
Chris.
Hello. How you doing? Unicorn is just single corn. No, there's all sorts of horns, but this is a unique horn.
That didn't sound nearly as judgmental as I meant. Gimme the Burbus, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in cloaca holes and drift away.
Gonna stop drawing birds now. I don't think it did go up. How do you draw a hippo?
Crow, you egg.
Like that, really, isn't it? I don't know how you draw a hippo.
Crow, bless your burb here, thank you.
The chat's going very fast today, and I'm missing all of it. Hello, Kiro!
Crow, I'm opposite adopting you.
Putting Crow up for adoption. Hello, we've drawn some stuff. None of it's good. Apart from possibly this friend. Alright. Crow's illegitimate son from that fling with Loki. Look, Loki will do what Loki does. Is opposite adopting, disowning, or orphaning. Orphaning sounds more like auctioning. So, can you, like, auction kids? Kind of thing? Loki will do as Loki does. Well, I mean, look, whatever is whatever. Polar bear dog, turtle ducks. There's turtle doves. Badger moles. Chris Chimera theme. Or Shimmerer, as I like to say. I don't like to say. Turtle ducks are the cutest things. I mean, you just sort of, take a basic turtle shape and...
Chimera.
Hey! Apparently I'm not alone. So the basic sort of turtle shape. So you get your basic turtle shape, and then you just kind of go... like that. You got a turtle duck. Pretty straightforward. Your dad used to draw animal mashups for you to colour in. That would be fun nostalgia. Oh, that's nice.
Is that the Loch Ness Monster?
Possibly. I do actually need to look up pictures of the Loch Ness Monster for reasons undisclosed. Or pictures of what it might look like, naturally. It being fictional.
Darkness Friendster.
What? Darkness Friendster. An interesting phrase.
Chant, animal mashup. Animal mashup. Animal mashup.
Wouldn't exactly say that was a chant.
Chris, please don't fire me. I am trying my best.
What? What? Why? With who? What? Well? Why would I fire you? Oh, the voice. Right, okay, that makes sense. I got there in the end. I'm trying my best. Don't fire me, please. Please, chat, don't fire me.
Fire the voice.
I like how the voice is saying that. It's kind of like a secretary doing the paperwork for their own firing.
Oops, please, as your wife, help me.
Look, I mean, Oops has already unadopted somebody today. So... John Madden, John Madden, John Madden.
My wife. Please, I have children, a family. I need this job. It's too close to Christmas.
He's whipped.
Please, sirs, I have Lil Robert mouth to feed.
I'll tell you what, you're only safe until you've taught them to speak, because then they'll probably be better than you.
I love turtle ducks. Please, I deserve a New Year's bonus for me and my wife to enjoy.
And do a sort of Voronoi sort of thing. Right. I don't remember how to sort of properly do it. So link together random shapes. That's too orderly. That looks awful. Look, you're gonna get tartan. Be pleased. Be thankful. Owl cat. It's just a completely ordinary looking cat, but they can turn their head 360 degrees. There's so much chat happening today, and I'm really bad at keeping track of it as usual. I feel like the webbed fins.
Cries in ignored.
Panda pig. Don't really know. Like, like short of just drawing a pig and then sort of giving it the big old black eyes and stuff. Not really much. Like, it's just, you're just colouring a pig in black and white, really. It's just... Yeah. But fuzzy, well, at that point, it's just sort of becomes a panda with a pig nose. But fuzzy. Figure it out. I have figured it out, and it's not distinct enough to be a design I can do anything with. It turns into a Pokemon after a while. What do piggies look like? I don't love that either. I don't know. I can't work out how to. They're not different enough. I know that seems weird thing to say about a panda and a pig, but like in their basic design components, I just can't. They're not distinct enough to be able to go, oh, that's an odd thing. It's just sort of like an oddly coloured pig or a panda with a weird nose. Now we've got jazz. Now that doesn't help me feel better. Bloody jazz.
cries in the corner.
It's pronounced Chris, but you get in there. Hang on a minute.
Coritis spy.
Cry is spy with my little eye. Oh, I literally have to type in the word kung. Oh no, you had like a normal. No, I thought you had a pig nose. Yeah, I don't know, it's just... They're kind of already similar in basic form, even if not anatomically. Hazel's doing her best. I do like the idea of chimeras. But so far the only one that's actually any good is this, so... We've only done 2. Is she doing her best? I assume so. Every time you ask her to say something, she says something similar at least. So you can't fault her for not trying. That's a reference I probably don't get. There's some weird Wizard of Oz stuff I don't...
Nina. Crying smiley.
How'd you draw a pug?
Knit, san.
Nissan? What?
ED. Ward.
ED Award.
You've drawn the worst parsnipman.
It's not done yet. Okay, now it's done. I still have no idea what it is. This reference, but I feel like Grickle would be good at doing this. Or it's probably something he's already drawn and I'm stealing it. That's not a sock puppet. And it's a she, thank you very much. Went on an animal hunt and found the armadillo lizard. Don't know what it could be mixed with. It already sounds like a mix. Yeah, so much. You're welcome. You're trying to think of something with a sloth or a frog? A slog. We did do a sloth sticker already, so. Oh, look at that thing. Oh, it's burned his tail. Oh, look at that thing. Oh, I love it. Cute eye. Mix of a frog and a dog. I'll call it a Frodo. A Frodo. It's Frodo, is what it is. It's loyal, but it falls in water a lot. Draw Frodo. Cat lizard. A cat lizard would just be a cat that could lick itself without having to move its head. Mix of a sheep and another sheep. We're just breeding different animals here. Frogad. It's like a frog with a... I'll draw Sir Ribbit. I'm going to disperch the good name of Sir Ribbit. Not good to draw from this angle, but here we go. Sai reparte. Elephant and hamster. A little bit. The size difference is the first thing that sort of springs to mind, so you've got this sort of big ol' elephant thing going on, and then just this tiny hamster jeep thing. We won't do that. Oops. Elephant and hamster. It doesn't help that I haven't drawn many animals. Hamster with big leggies, so it's just a... I mean, hamsters are just kind of like blobs with blobs. And there's a blob there. Oops. Like that, and then there's a blob there, and sort of blob there, and there. And blobs for ears. There's not blobs on blobs, really. There's a blob there, and a blob there. Why not make the elephant part small? Can do. I mean, the obvious thing to do is, you know, take the obvious parts of the elephant. The problem is it now recognisably a hamster? It's kind of horrific. Just kind of fluffy. I've just drawn a mammoth, really. It's like, stick some tusks on it. Turns out if you just make a fluffy elephant, it's a mammoth. Blob with the trunk and little cheeks. I mean, I like the cylindrical feet. I think that's a good. You can do just like a kind of simple droopy snooty. So the problem with what I've just drawn is it really looks like it ought to be a balloon. You know what I mean? There's a drawing. Do you want this as a sticker? Just the whole A6 sheet. Just that. Just this.
No thanks.
I reckon that design's workable though. For the hamster elephant.
We didn't ask for cursed stickers.
You asked for animal hybrids. There is very little way of doing that without there being some sort of curse involved.
Cursed.
Oh, it just naturally says cursed as cursed. That's fair enough. It's got a bit of the dramatic about it. Now here's the question, is this thing, this hammerfant, is it huge or is it tiny? I feel like we do that way. What other sort of features do we have of these creature features, if you will?
The precursor cursed the Kurds in cursive.
Nice. Is this what you expected, Octo? Or Drow? Teeny, tiny. It's like... there. I mean, to be fair, they're still the same size as the human head, which is quite large. I don't really have anything else for scale. Like, what is the scale of this sheet? Imagine it running on a little wheel. Aren't elephants... Can't they, like, not jump or something because they don't have knees? I think putting something without knees on like a wheel seems a bit weird. Citation needed. They do have knees? What is it? They can't jump or something? I don't know.
You're doing great, Sweaty.
I imagine there's a full stop there. You're doing great. Sweaty, but great. Yeah, I'm not sure how colouring this one is going to go, but... It depends how you classify a knee. Oh yeah, let's get into animal leg anatomy. Didn't have enough of that in October. It is true that adult elephants can't jump. Oh, only adults. But there are other mammals that can't either, like sloths, hippos, and rhinos. Although, unlike elephants, hippos and rhinos can have all 4 feet off the ground at the same time when they run. Ah, right. But they can't jump, and they also can't have can't have 4 feet off the ground when they run. So they kind of, it's like that speed walking, even though it's not actually part of speed walking. The whole having feet on the ground situation, which I only knew because of an episode of Malcolm in the Middle, which is a show I didn't even like. It was on TV, you know. Do you remember those days back in the days when you used to watch something because it was just because it was on? Those weird days. What really isn't? Yeah. Bigger an animal, the less the joints tend to move. I mean, that makes sense. Because as a fat man with terrible joints, can confirm, not a great idea. This disturbs me. Because it should be cute. But it's not. It's so far away from being cute. I am fat. But I also don't think that's necessarily a problem. I'm not obese. But even then, that's not necessarily a problem. It's also to do with, you know, your bodily processes and all these sorts of things. There are some very unhealthy thin people and some very healthy fat people. It's fine. You just got to know a little bit more. There is no such thing as healthy or unhealthy. Those words are literally meaningless. If somebody says that's not healthy or that's healthy, you ask, what do you mean by that? What precisely do you mean? How does this affect my physiology? How does this affect my bodily systems, my health, if you will? These words are purposeless. Be specific. There's also people who are people, yeah. Must be really hormonal because you think it's cute. I mean, there are things I don't think are cute that other people think are cute. Approximately 700 Pokemon, for example. There's more to be done here. I just don't know what it is. Do I need to give him a fluffy body, or does this need to be a fluffy fellow? I think the legs and the trunk are enough to give it away that this is supposed to be an elephant. Little horns. Little tusks. Or massive horns. Can it work? I should get a reference of elephants. No, don't type in elephant tusks, you'll get ivory poaching. Oh, they go down, that's annoying. They come from the top and sort of go down. That's alright, it avoids the fluffy cheeks of the back. Less cute.
References. Are you even a real artist?
No, I'm not a real artist. I love it because whenever I see OMG, I read it as Omg in my head, so that's quite nice. Like if you're humouring, that's humouring everyone. This is a communal process. Humouring myself. You humour me with your ideas. This is people having fun, hopefully. If I'm doing my job correctly, which isn't actually my job, but I like to think it's my job. I suppose it is. Ultimately, I will be paid for this. So, it is my job. Love it when you elongate a word and she goes, yeah. I'm like trying to do a bad impression of a machine gun. I don't want to make these sort of big ol' ears. No, that's too far away. Need to keep the small ears. Excellent. It's the sound of an MG42. Any other ones? It would be nice to have more ideas than we will have stickers, because then I can throw away the dead weight. Like, for example... somebody suggested Frogget. Or Froget, as I've heard Americans pronounce it. So it's a frog with yogurt in it.
What am I? Imgene Valjean.
Okie dokie. Look at that good horse. It's having a great time. I hope someone tunes in right now. Hey look, I'm doing an art stream. This is my finest work yet. Then I pan over and you see that. Raven alligator? See, now I'm just thinking of the crows from Bloodborne. And their various forms. Raven alligator. Oh, my brain is trying to remember that horrible video that Crow shared the other day. And I'm actively trying to not work out what the lyric is. Because it's just one lyric over and over again. Crow sheep, I've already drawn that. Again! I'm trying to work out how a Raven alligator is going to work. It's quite difficult to mix these things and make them sort of decently recognizable, but the body makes sense in a weird way. Is it fun to just watch this screen while I'm thinking of this in my head rather than actually drawing it? Probably not. Get some reference. Something's forming in my head. I want to see if it could work. Oh dear. Ugh. Oh, thank you, Google, for showing me some horrible, horrible pictures. No, this is looking happy. Oh. Oh, and the subtitle is horrific. What is? I'm looking at alligators. I shouldn't be surprised. Because I want the kind of. My first impression was to put the crow or the raven head on an alligator, but I feel like the other way around might be more fun because it's sort of like this. I'm gonna draw a raven now. This sort of like. This is a toucan. I want to go for this sort of. How can I sort of. Like kind of proud sort of look. The music has ended. Let us put more music on. That'll do. Can you do half beak, half snoot? Like the angle's not right. Can you see what I mean? Like, I feel like you can do something fun with that. What if the snoot was more triangle than rectangle like Plague Doctory? I mean, then you'd get a weird looking bird. You get something from Sesame Street. What's that one? It's got like glasses, isn't it? So it just looks like a bird with nostrils, which I'm upset by, like the kiwi. I mean, in a sense, don't they have like common ancestry? So that makes sense. Alligator feet are weird. Stick with the usual way I draw the feet of an impressive beastie. So you get the talon-esque nature of the bird, but with the chunkiness of the alligator. So like from there, it kind of looks like, you know, maybe it's like a mascot for a team or something, like it's on a logo or whatever. And then you, well, okay, fair. Oh, this works. I like this. Colouring these is going to be fun. But other than that... This is what happens when the bird that goes in to clean the alligator's teeth and the alligator become very close friends. Him call, him snap. Like a... I don't know. How am I supposed to colour this? This is not something I thought of when I started doing these things. Oh dear. I'll be including mythological animals. I mean... We're making them, aren't we? When a bird and an alligator love each other very much. Don't want to think about the mechanics of that. Moving on. Crow, if you say the word cloaca, I will ban you. They make a dinosaur. Yeah, see, they got a common heritage. It's fine. Thank you very much, Browmance. Apologies if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. We're not entirely sure what we're drawing at the moment, and some of these turned out better than others. So. And make Croaca. Show the horse. Show the horse. There it is. Okay, yeah, any more? Any more that think you might... Well, no, someone did say something earlier. I can't remember what it was. Actually, lots of you said a lot of things earlier, and I'm just bad at keeping track. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Dragonfish? I mean, you just end up with, like, Gyarados, don't you? Depending on where you put the slider between dragon and fish, you either get Magikarp or Gyarados. That's... I don't make the rules. The elephant mouse, yes, that was... Elephant hamster. It's difficult to get across the idea of a hamster over a mouse, but I have a history of drawing various rodents and then turning out looking all like mice. It's a thing. Thank you anyway. Yeah, what am I don't know. Dragonfish? You kind of end up with an eel. It's weird, the more I think of trying to combine animals, the more other animals I find. It's like... And you would think, you know, that's kind of how biology works, but it's not. What about a ferret or something? A ferret owl? The owls... Someone did mention owl before. Can't remember what it was. I was going to say catfish, yeah. See? Also, humans aren't very imaginative, so when we see an animal that reminds us of two other animals, we just call it those two animals combined. Like, was it the giraffe was originally the cameleopard? Amphant. Elister. I like Elister. Elister sounds like a name or a profession. Like platypus, yeah. People didn't even believe a platypus was a thing. They thought it was a joke when they first saw it. Okay, this can work. I've got an image in my head of how this is going to work.
That wasn't necessary of you, but you have my thanks.
Thank you very much, Browmance. Again, apologies if I'm saying that incorrectly. Let's do it. It's sort of makes sense. Or I can use some sort of reference. A bit like an otter at this point. But just trying to get the idea down before I'm imagining. I don't know if I'm going to do the idea that's in my head justice. Platypuses are an American conspiracy. When your mum brought a niece a plush toy of a platypus for your birthday, and she wouldn't believe that is what it was. So she kept arguing with us that it was just a strange-shaped duck toy. I mean, kinda, yeah. I mean, I made sense of that, miss, which is something I don't do with half of Try's messages, so... I wouldn't necessarily be upset with how it was written. This is inappropriate music. It's not quite there, but you think you know what I'm... Is this even an owl? Like... Oh, you gotta go again? Oh, thank you for popping in. Have a good time doing whatever it is you're doing. This music scares you in these creatures. I think it's appropriate. These things are unnatural. And they must be stopped with the power of holy. so grumpy. I just wanted it to look completely... Because, like, ferrets are kind of sort of fun, scampering animals, and they're running around and all that. And, like, owls have a very good look of condescension about them. Or regality. One or the other, and I feel like I did the regality with the crocodile, or the alligator.
Skeeterbug.
Skeeterbug! Skeeterbug! No, let's do the... I don't know how I want the body to go. Give me some time. I do like it when it does like an S shape or something like that. Just gotta... That's what prairie folk call mosquitoes. This shouldn't be taking as long as it is, but... This is the only Chimera that knows it shouldn't exist. Or it doesn't necessarily know that, it just thinks it. You'll probably look up what ferrets' hands actually look like, but it's fine, don't worry about it. Midges! Yes, I like that word. Makes them sound cuter than they are. Should I give it like colouring like a ferret? Sort of like... It's sort of, I'm sort of thinking, what does an owl's chin look like? What does an owl's chin? And then you sort of think about it, it's like, they don't really have, I suppose they do, it's just sort of like, they just carry on. Like when they're standing up straight, they just sort of carry on. This owl looks like the type of creature that visits your tent the same way bears visit it at night. Alas, my experience is not... I feel like this owl would visit your tent and then just kind of like criticize how you put it up. It's like, oh, I see, the stakes aren't very far in the ground, is it? What if it's windy, you know? just gonna blow away. You could have done a better job there. Oh, I see you forgot to put the perishable goods in like a cool bag or anything like that. Like, you know, might be hot the next day. Did you check the weather forecast? No, you didn't. You know, it's not my fault. Hello, Doc. How you doing? How's it going? I never did actually look up what ferrets' arms are doing, because the rest of their bodies are just too entertaining. They really are just sort of like, hey, look, here's a triangle, and we'll put a paw on the end. They're very cute. Looks like middle management. Oh. A pair of glasses. I imagine the legs are going to go back a little. What do we have for... Sorry, I'm kind of getting into this one. I imagine it's sort of still got the same sort of like colorations of an owl. It just happens to be in the shape of a ferret. What's that got? Ferrets are stink beasties. Oh no. You're back, hello! Drawback. It's much better than a drawback. It's the opposite of a drawback. It's good. You were going to gossip about how you don't bend your elbows enough when horse riding? What? Who? What? Where? Ferrets like being carried by like sacks of potatoes. Don't we all? I'm sure there's something interesting we can do with the tail, but I can't think of it. Just make it feathery, I suppose. Bit weird. Bit weird. Yeah, that music works, eh?
Ferrets are stinko potato sacks. And that's all I have to say about that.
And that's all I have to say about that. They stunk. They stunk. They stunk. They're in a sack.
Sacks.
Okay, sure. You're using this text-to-speech in ways I wouldn't necessarily have predicted.
Sacks.
Oh, why did she emphasize sacks so much? Oh, okay. Look. Ask Goobs.
Sacks.
I didn't put like a failsafe switch on the text-to-speech just to turn it off. So yeah, might have to do that at some point. I'll work this out. It's not perfect, but I'll get there.
Size.
I reckon that's a keeper.
Smokes.
I mean, to be fair, that makes sense. Andrew Sachs did play Manuel in Fawlty Towers, and there was a lot of smack in his head in that. So maybe it was Andrew Smecks after all. Oh, what's next? We have unos, dos, tres, cuatro. 5, 6. So we do have 6 that follow the theme. Not too pleased with the hippogriff, but there we go. Koala shark. On those trays. That's such a good joke. Koala shark. Quark. Oh, quark's a thing, isn't it? Quark is another animal. Okay, let's. I need something to stick out to me if I think it's going to be a good idea. I'd love to see all of these made by Aardman. That'd be great. I mean, basically all that's sort of sticking out at the moment is just a shark with fluffy ears. Or like just a koala with a sort of tail. A streamlined koala clinging onto a tree. Well, that might work. Just a cute shark in a tree with fluffy ears. Oh, we can give that a go. At the moment it's just a shark in a tree, but I'm sure we can adapt as we go along. Oh, that's terrifying.
Doot 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 doot.
What? Which you can do the saxophone tune that became popular on the internet that apparently came from Eurovision through text to speech, but you know it's just going to be doot 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 doot. Yes, yeah. You were correct. I don't know the saxophone tune. Is it the Epic Sax video thing? I think I've heard that. That one.
Apropos of nothing.
Apropos of nothing. Haha! Why is there a shark not being a tree? Because I'm trying to work out how to make it a koala. Like, give it the big ears is sort of a thing. That's just Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is having a bad day. Don't worry about it. They really just have pom-poms on their head, didn't they? What is this? This isn't a koala shark. What is this? Anybody knows? Well, the koalas have those weird sort of... Now it's a clown. It's a clown now. It's very fluffy. Only on the ears though, not on the teeth. Not sure this is working quite as well as I expected it to. These things happen. So it's got the fluffy arms. It recognisably a shark without the pointy nose. Hello, you said my name. You know what it's like to own fluffy teeth. True, good point. Do koalas have claws? Probably. Oh wow, that's interesting. Why is it whenever I click on a picture of a cute animal on Google, it's always a terrible story? Do they have like... They do. Oh, that's weird. Hang on. Can I actually get that picture? That would be nice. Yeah, look, if you look... You've got like... two thumbs. They're interesting little hands. I've never really seen that before. I mean, I guess, you know, these things evolved on a different continent, but... Why is weird showing up when you search for koalas? I thought of that when, if you've seen the latest Unraveled, I did think of that when the clown hallway was mentioned. So that's weird. Does Weird watch Unraveled? Probably. This design is terrible, but I kind of don't want to change anything. Do you know what I mean? This is the worst one of the lot. But I don't know what to do with this. Like... Yeah, maybe make the nose smaller. Look less awful. No, it just kind of looks more awful, to be honest. Stop doing that, dude. Thank you. Somebody asked for shark koala. Not particularly pleased with the outcome, but here we are. What does shark tails look like? Yeah, they're just sort of... As I expected. But didn't draw. Funny that. Oh, that's really unsettling. Oh, if you just listen to the left ear on this music. All you can hear is a delay of the main melody, and everything feels off. I don't like that at all. It's horrible. Listen with both ears, kids. Unless you're crossing a busy road or something. Or unless, of course, you don't have the capability of listening with both ears. In which case, my apologies. I'm gonna judge. I did consider streaming. I was doing playing Dark Souls. Can't remember when. And there was a bit when one of my hands just sort of, one of my wrists just sort of felt weird, and I thought, okay, I better rest this up. And so I just played a bit of Dark Souls with one hand. It was just running around. I wasn't doing any combat or anything. And I thought, should I do a stream where I try and play Dark Souls one-handed? And then I thought, is that offensive? Is that offensive to people who don't have the capabilities of playing games with two hands? To go, look at this weird challenge I'm doing, and they're just like, that's just how we play games, and it's hard. You know? Maybe I should do that as like a charity thing, like raise money for special effect or something. Or would that be taking the piss? I don't know. But yeah, this is terrible. This is absolutely dire. Yeah, no, yeah, I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
Correction, this is wonderful.
We're gonna give it thumbs. Might as well. Giving it everything else. We're giving it everything apart from a good start in life. There's something to be done with the fin. I don't know what it is yet, but there is something to be done with it. What hath you wrought, Dr. Parsnip? Frankensnip, maybe? I don't know why I keep changing things. It's not going to look good. Nothing I can do can make this look good. It's just a doodle. It's a doodle that might turn into something that will be commercially available in the future. People might pay money for this. I don't think it's necessarily offensive. I just, you know, worry about these sorts of things. I don't want to go around, you know, flaunting this challenge when to people that's just a legitimate life problem. I'm not putting pressure. I'm trying to be silly. I'm not taking it seriously. You silly people. Just having a laugh. It's being silly. More animals. I'm quite proud of that.
This is SRSBs.
I'm sorry, Chibi. I won't do that in the future. My apologies. Birds.
Chris, you're an egg.
I'm an egg. Hey, look, it's me in 10 years. I won't make a habit of it, don't worry. It was just for the goof. It's been a weird drawing day, isn't it? Still, if we do the stickers, I'm probably going to do that one because it does make me laugh. What else? What animals do I find interesting? A superb owl can see with its eyes closed. Seems counterproductive. It's a happy owl. Look at the happy owl! It's cute. How about... Random animal generator has given me warthog, hare, chinchilla, mustang, stallion, and vicuna. It's a weird looking animal. Like an alpaca kind of thing. Two wild South American camelids, which live in the high alpine areas of the Andes. Nice. Ooh, mud skipper. What's a mud skipper? Yeah, see, that already looks like a hybrid. Look at that fella. Look at that majestic fella, look at that. That's a frog and a sea slug, that is. You ever seen sea slugs? Just a world of their own. Look at those. That's the one that always... This looks like... This slug, to me, looks like Final Fantasy VIII. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, but that's exactly what I think of when I see that. I don't know why. Moose polar bear. I'm a fan of drawing antlers, by which I mean I can't, but I like them. So we can give it a go. Let's look up some decent references. So one of the main things about a polar bear is it doesn't really have any distinguishing features. It's just kind of plain because that's how it survives. So trying not to make it just a polar bear with antlers. Just type in moose into Google, and the first thing that comes up is a video called "Moose are Absolute Units." Thank you, internet. The mud skipper is cool. I'll give you that. You love the strange fish things. Oh, they were slugs, but well, sea slugs. So look at that one. The sea slug. That is a slug. That's not going off on polar bears, it's camouflage, it's how they survive. But then again, bears in general, they don't have a lot going on. Like they tend to be just one colour and just sort of uniform fluff with limbs, which is fine by me. But in terms of trying to come up with an interesting design, it doesn't give me a lot of material. Oh, you're talking about the mud skippers. I see. Wow, I've never really looked up closer to moose. They look like some McElroy stuff. There's some no middle sliders going on with the length of that face. But do not confuse me with someone who doesn't know about sea slugs. Fair enough. Everyone should know about sea slugs. I commend your knowledge. Yeah, I think that's sort of in terms of the body of both a polar bear and a moose. Not a lot going on. It's just they're both kind of lumps with interesting stuff on the ends, you know? Like short of just drawing a moose with the smaller features being that of a polar bear. So like here's the very long face. Hey, you're tricking me into drawing a horse-like thing. Yep, so you get. Everything else will be bear. If you pardon the expression. So what you think was more bear with antlers and hooves? That's what I was going moose, but with bear claws. The antlers are a must. Like that is the most the thing we absolutely have to keep. But just automatically, you gotta like that shape, you know. Looks like a pasta strainer. It's great. One of those spaghetti ladles. What are they called? See, this just looks like a long dog, doesn't it? Might need a second draft this one, but it's what you're getting right now. So, are we sort of generally settled on the idea of doing like chimera things? We'll probably make some more at some point. You feel free to suggest more ideas for chimeras elsewhere, or chimeras, as we are wont to call them. See, I like this fella. I just don't know whether or not you can work out what it's supposed to be. It's like a Scotty dog with antlers. Yeah, it's like, yeah, a bit weird. A bit like, they're kind of related. Distantly so. Shinra? What? Ding.
My doggus lies over the ocean. My doggus lies over the sea. My doggus lies over the ocean. So bring back my doggus to me.
I'm sure we'll find your doggus. It's fine. Do moose have tails? Oh, they've got little stubs. See, I like this. I don't know whether or not it's suitable. I like it a lot more than that. I can tell you. Sorry, Hippogriff, I stole your nails. I draw almost everything facing left. Everything good faced left. Should we call it that? Or one more? One more. Let's one more. Final one. Where's that random animal generator? Quickly. Oh look, moose. Okay, sure, we can do that. Right, yeah. Make you smaller, you don't deserve to be that big. Now you got those little curvy ears.
You go, Chocobo.
You go, Chocobo. It's a rhino sheep. They were two of the ones that I had in the random generator, and I thought, I can put wool on a rhino. Why not? Might be the first time I've ever drawn a rhino, but there we are. They've got eyelashes. Cute. They've also got those sort of weird two toes. Speaking of Shinra, good song. This is very fun to play on the piano. You can do a nice, like a lot of dynamics with this. The rhinoceros. Sort of weird old lumpy tail. Better design than Wooloo. He says half-heartedly. I still occasionally get retweets on that Wooloo, where's Wooloo thing. It's like, oh, I actually put effort into some things, you know. Anyway, some of these, I warming massively to this. Something about that I really like. Okay, I think we've got enough to get going. What I'll probably do is I'll probably make like a load of these. And then rather than set up for a vote for like, oh, do you want, you know, animal hybrids or something else? I will do like a kind of, here's all the ones I've drawn. Vote for your favourites. You feel free to vote for multiple. That might be the way of doing it. So yeah. Anyway, let's end the stream. Sorry, that was a bit loud. Thank you for coming along, everyone. Tomorrow we are doing Dishonored. Let me do ding, ding, ba-dong. No, there it is. We're doing Dishonored. The door of the Ancients. Whatever it is. No, thank you for coming to the stream. Hopefully you enjoyed me prattling on and. What is that koala shark? Yeah. Weird old thing. Yes, some more Doto. Then on Saturday we will continue with the poster for Forest of Doom. Then on Sunday we will be doing more Dishonored. I don't know what's going on with the SSS comic. I said last time that I'm working on that, but then Julia posted something today, which means I'm gonna have to change my plans. So yeah, bugger me, I guess. See you around, Bromance. Thank you again for following, and I'm glad you enjoyed this mess. That Bioshock Apes Odyssey deserves more retweets. It was my fault for posting it immediately after and thinking anything would change, you know? It's fine, don't worry about it. If I wanted it to get more retweets, I'd retweet it now or something. It's fine, don't worry about it. So yeah. I'm working on stuff. Streams will happen. Yes. Might have an interesting idea for a...
You shut the fuck up, vegetal man. This was a good and fun stream, and we love watching your work and enjoy hearing you talk.
I'm glad. Thank you for your aggressive positivity as usual. So yeah. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for the continued support in various forms. I'll be streaming tomorrow. I don't know if anyone's streaming in between. Is Dark planning on streaming more? Because it's very much into Phoenix Point right now.
I'm going to butcher this, but ill you a lot.
Ill me a lot. Yes, I deserve to be made ill. Yeah, thank you for coming along. Love you too. You're great. Love you lots. What?
Early death by crabs for friends.
Yep, sure. These are references our new friend isn't going to get. You should also know I ramble a lot at the end of streams. It's just a thing that happens. Have a wonderful time. Enjoy yourselves. Goodbye. I'll leave you with this extremely uplifting music. Goodbye.